has nothing to do with it. It's 1,500 feet from Banbury Road. That's just to throw you off. I'm just recording this, and I just wanted them to see kind of how to do it the right way, but I just wanted to, you know, I really appreciate it. It's not that they can't do it, they can.
Yeah, they can.
But,
and they're not arguing.
Yeah, they just, you know, and they were good about it. That's good. You know?
They had no argument.
Right.
You know, honestly, when this happens during the year, there's a lot of times when companies do this, they speed it up a little bit. We get it. But the reality is we have a permit process with requirements for it.
Right.
They were good about it.
Well, I mean, now we got the fire stuff here, and it's great. I mean, you know, and they're, you know, they're.
Do you know Lieutenant Roy? Do you know Roy?
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Oh yeah, no, so he's down from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His son just got hired. He's in the last class. Or came out of the last class. His son is a fantastic kid too. So Roy's kind of an old school fire guy.
No, he's always been great, and they came down. They came down to the group home. They asked me about our other group home. They said, well, it's not open yet, but it's licensed. I said, yeah, the state understands that the neighbors put up some solar panels. So he came down and went all through it. I mean, he is so diligent. We're not even open here. They went all through it, right? When I read the deeds that were just changed this year, 2021, that said no Negroes allowed on the island unless they're employed as servants.
Oh my God.
He's like, what? No, then it gets better. Crematoriums, graveyards, jails, and penitentiaries are kindred to institutions, asylums, and hospitals. So they don't want group homes here. I'm like, and here's the other thing. So we're making them go through the process, and they're like, well, there are going to be bodily fluids on materials of people who are in the group home, and they shouldn't be necessarily treated the same as the bodily fluids on materials of people who own homes. I said, wait a minute, you're talking to me about depends? Should not be treated the same? We don't want them in our dumpster. And I'm like, what? I said, do you realize there are people in Depends on the island? There are little kids and babies in diapers. Yeah. It's like, you know, people are people.
These people in Depends are private homes.
On the island. On the island. So thank you, sir.
You might see steam, but unless it's a gray brown smoke, like that steam right now.
Yeah, that's steam.
We'll keep cooling it.
Right.
There's a good chance it might steam.
Right.
And these guys are trying to keep an eye on it. So.
Right. Yeah, but it's the darker stuff that's not the. Thank you.
No problem. Just so you know, under Section 10, they have to have a garden hose at least, which is an extinguisher doesn't cover. So
right.
There isn't an extinguisher in the world that's going to take care of that. So we are going to talk to them about that, and I just talked to security, and they're 100% on board. So.
Well, here's my problem. So security works for the HOA. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're not a separate police force. They do whatever the HOA says. So I feel bad for these folks because they do whatever the HOA says, and you know, so it's real good. But whoever did the permit was clever about the way they did the permit, right? Because of the roads. But my question is, at 4 o'clock when this thing is supposed to be fully extinguished, you know, I said Lieutenant Roy, I said, you know, who's taking care of that? I called health department, and I talked to Kellen, and
well, that would be 100% us if they don't do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
With the conversation.
Well, that's what I said. So I said, who's supposed to extinguish it? And he said, you know, well, they have Lakeshore down here.
Let me confirm where the permit is documented. If they do have it on Banbury, and this isn't going to work logistically, we'll just have to put it out today. I'm pretty sure this is not going to fly today.
having to fight it because it was burning so deep. All this could have been avoided if they just, Gibson Island just used the bulldozer they used to pile it up and knock it down for them. They wouldn't do it. All these people are here because they didn't do the permit right. They burnt the dump, they burnt the mulch. All these people have to be here. All they have to do is take that bulldozer down there that they used to start the fire with. Right? They used to start that this morning. There's the accelerant right there on the ground next to it. They just could have knocked the fire down, and this would have been put out 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Well, it's supposed to be 8 inches. Some of these stumps in there. Not supposed to be in there.